Okay, remote troubleshooting. Sometimes you're going to have issues where the cameras are not responding to the master camera, which generally is going to be number 2 because that's the one that sits behind the passenger. So it makes it easier for the passenger to just reach back, turn on the camera, and record all 3. And then if you get onto an interstate or something, you can just flip camera 1 on without affecting the other 2 cameras. That's the reason we use camera 2 for the master remote. So if you're having troubles with one of the cameras not responding, not recording when you turn on the master, or not stopping when you stop the master, the best thing to do, number 1, is just to power cycle that camera. Generally, if you just power cycle that camera, it's going to respond. Sometimes you have to sometimes it won't stop recording at all, and you have to actually take the battery out. But either way, just power cycle that camera that's not responding. Try it again. If it's still not working, you power cycled it maybe another time or 2, it's still not doing anything. The next step to do would be to reset up the remotes. And the way to do that is, obviously we've got camera 2 that's going to be our master. So we're going to go ahead and just set that up by going to menu, over here to our settings, and we're going to go up to remote, and we want the remote on, and you can toggle that on and off and see if that works too. But generally this is a pretty easy step. So you can see that this is the main VIRB right now. So this is the one, this is designed to be the master. If you want it to be an extended VIRB, all you have to do is hit the select button. Obviously this is already set up that way. So the way, let's say camera 3 is not responding to the main VIRB. So we're going to go to settings here. We're going to go to remote, and you can see, oh, the remote is off on that one. So it's off, and right now it is set up as a main VIRB. We're actually going to set that up as an extended VIRB and turn the remote on. Yes, we do have more than one VIRB. Hit yes. That's going to do its thing for a minute. It should detect that main VIRB here in a second. Okay, so it's configured. All right, so that's that. If the remote's on and you're still having problems, just come down here. It's already an extended VIRB. Just tap the select button twice, like that, and it's going to try to connect the remote again. And generally, it's going to detect that main VIRB again. So that's going to be your primary troubleshooter right there. If you have one that's not working, is just to just tap that OK button twice, basically make it a main VIRB and then an extended VIRB again. Make it remember it's an extended VIRB, and it will kick on. So let's go here, remote. This one should also be an extended VIRB. Let's just tap that twice, pretending this one wasn't working. Boom, boom. That's going to try to connect to the main VIRB. Okay, so that's confirmed. Now, if all has worked the way it should, let's just go back to the viewfinder here really quick. Let's see. Okay, if all has gone according to plan, all 3 VIRBs should record once I hit this. There we go. So you can see the other 2 are responding now. So that's how you set it up. And that's also how you set up, if you have one that is just not working, even if you've done this half a dozen times and you just cannot get it to respond, and okay, now we're going to swap camera 2 and 3, we're going to make 3 the master or 1 the master, whatever it is, you would do the same thing. You would just make number 1 the main VIRB, make 2 and 3 extended VIRBs, and they should automatically read that and should work. So it's pretty simple. I have yet to have this, well, I guess I did have one trip where I couldn't get it to work, but for the most part, 95% of the time, these few troubleshooting steps are going to work. So if they don't work, then you're back to just flipping each one on, synchronizing, counting to 3, and flipping the switches all at the same time. So make this work. It's a lot less of a pain.